Hi, everybody, and welcome to day 4 of the Affirmation Activation Challenge for 2020. And what I want to talk today is about love. You know, we all want to be loved, and we all want to feel like we are lovable. But it really, like everything that's happening in our world, it starts with us. And myself included, I work with a lot of clients that it's like, man, they really kind of in one hand know that, they have skills and they have these talents and things like that. But then what happens is in the other, when something happens, we have a tendency to really beat ourselves up. Our internal self-talk is really negative. Something happens and you're like, oh my God, I'm so stupid, or how could I have done that? Or, oh my, like whatever. There could be any number of things that we say to ourselves. But the law of reciprocity states what we put out is what's going to come back to us. And, when I talk to people about manifesting and about, how we're the creators of us, people are like, oh, but I would never do these things to myself. Like if I am the creator of this isn't what I would create. But a lot of that is because we don't know how that creation process actually works. And the law of reciprocity is a huge part of it. So when we're having those internal thoughts, even though we're not necessarily speaking them out loud, we are still feeling them. We're still thinking them. And what that does is creates the frequency that goes out into the world, and then that frequency is matched and returned. Okay? So if we're having really unloving thoughts about ourselves in one hand, and then in the other hand, we're like, oh my gosh, but I'm lovable, and I want these people to love me. Okay, well, how does that work? If you don't love yourself first, how is anybody else supposed to return a love that's not even being broadcast? Okay, so today's affirmation is I love, honor, and accept myself, all parts and pieces, okay? And I handle myself gently. So I love, honor, and accept myself just the way I am. And I handle myself gently. Feel how that feels. Like if this is what we're putting out, if this is what we're affirming, that's what's coming back. And Louise Hay is Louise Hay from Hay House. She was the founder of Hay House, and she's really a huge metaphysical teacher. Passed away a couple years ago, but one of the first things I ever remember her saying was that everything we say is an affirmation. And if the affirmations are part of the creation process, right? So what we're saying is part of that process. If we're putting out those negative thoughts, they're coming back. Can you feel the difference between the negative, beating yourself up like I'm so stupid, how could I do that, versus I love, honor, and accept all parts and pieces of me, and I handle myself gently. If it was a friend that was going through something, you would definitely talk to them in a comforting way. And what we have to do is really to become our own best friends and to do that for ourselves. Okay? So today, that's our affirmation for today. I love, honor, and accept myself just the way that I am, and I handle myself gently. I hope you're enjoying these. Please, if there's anybody that could really benefit from this, share it with them. We all know people who have a lot of there's a lot of people with negative self-talk. So if you know somebody that might just need this little seed to be like, hey, maybe you should talk kinder to yourself, share it. What you're doing is literally then passing on the love, right? So what you put out comes back to you. This is another way you can share that with other people. But you got to start with you. Start with you. This is point A. This is always where we're at. So start with you. So have a wonderful day. I hope you guys are enjoying this, and see you in the next video.